Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Young Boy Lawrence, here to bring you an announcement for FRW Toxicity. Now, before we could set the show off and start it, there's been some toxicity in the meeting rooms lately, and we can't really start this before we put past issues aside. With that being said, I have called up two people. First and foremost, my good friend, Mikey McKendro, and another person, a person from Mikey's past, formerly known as Action Jackson, now known as Jackson Chronic. Now, boys, I want to know what is going on and what can be done for us to have peace and to continue on with the show. Mikey, you have the floor.
Well, I do appreciate that, Lawrence. Let him go first.
All right.
Let him tell his lies.
Jackson?
There's no lies to be told, Mikey. Back in XLW, my house, my trampoline, everything there. Back when I was a fighting champion, I paved the way for that entire roster while you stole every single opportunity that anyone could ever have. Every world title opportunity, it did not matter what it was. You unceremoniously fired people in XLW to get to where you were. And I'm just afraid that in FRW Toxicity, you're going to do the same thing.
Right? Let's, for my argument's sake, let's say that was true. I already hired, I told you when I said I'd be making this brand that I would have someone be the general. I said I would not be a wrestler and the showrunner at the same time, because that isn't fair to him, that isn't fair to Joe Cruel, V. Daniel, Abed, Aranis. You know I don't like you. I've already signed someone to be the general manager for Toxicity. But let's go back to that point. Sure, it was your house. Sure, it was your trampoline. By all definitions, XLW, Extremely Lethal Wrestling, our backyard wrestling federation, was yours. The only problem with that is the one thing you and I agreed on was I would be the showrunner. I got us the roster. And yeah, I did fire people. But to put in perspective for you and the people watching, I fired the people that were on the same level as a Dalton. I fired people that were on the same level as a Sammy Guevara, as a CM Punk. People who can't wrestle and should not be in the business. People who don't belong in the business anymore because they're too pussy whipped. And people who are just plain pussies. You want to know why XLW never got off the ground as it probably should have been? Because the main thing he and I disagreed on, the main thing that we had both verbal arguments and physical fights over, was because he wanted to book XLW like Ring of Honor 2016, Ring of Honor 2008, which I am not saying is bad by any means, but I wanted to run things the way every wrestling promotion should theoretically be run, when the management above management is on everyone's side. Thankfully, we didn't have that, but my point is, we should have ran XLW like Vince Russo WCW 2000.
Sorry. Here it goes. You see what I'm talking about?
All right, let's not get carried away. Let's just composure. Let's continue on.
So yes, I did fire people and put myself in a position to be the champion. Sure, you were a fighting champion. I won't take that away from you. The amount of matches you and I have had, we wrestled every match we could possibly wrestle. We never could do Hell in a Cell, obviously. You never do a regular steel cage match, obviously, but we did the last man standing matches. We did the Texas death matches. And yes, Tony Khan, there is a difference. We did it all within our parameters, and now with FRW Toxicity, I can't wait to get you in even more violent scenarios, even longer matches, even more matches than you and I will ever count. Just believe me, I'm totally okay with squashing the beef in the sense of we only keep it to the ring. If he is, mind you, because I can see it in your eye, you want to punch me right now, don't you? But I can keep it to the ring. Full professionalism from here on out, from me, hopefully from you. Yada, yada, yada. FRW Toxicity will go on as planned. I will be friendly to you. We keep it to the ring. That's all I need.
And that's it. Stay out of my business. After this, stay out of your business. That's all we gotta do.
Any more questions, Mr. Mediator?
Not that I can really think of. Seems like we've eased up whatever tension we've had. But if occurrences do occur in the future, we might have to bring this up. But that is for the future, and we are in the now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us just finish this with a nice handshake and be about our business and get the show started once and for all. There we go. Whoa. Okay, guys. Save it for the ring. Hey! Oh, no, save it for the ring! Save it! I know you want to save it for the ring! Save it for the